Hello, in this video, I'm going to present you anatomy and physiology of our vision. Our vision is one of the five special senses. Our special senses are our vision, hearing, taste, smell, and sense of equilibrium or balance. All of these five special sense organs are located in our head. So structures which belong to our vision or which have to do with our vision are our eyeballs, optic nerves, optic tracts, and parts of the brain which have to do with our vision. So the accessory structures of our eyes are eyebrows, eyelids, conjunctiva, which is this, and lacrimal apparatus. And extrinsic eye muscles. The extrinsic eye muscles are the muscles which move our eyes side to side, up and down. We will get to them later on. Now let's start with the accessory structure conjunctiva. Conjunctiva is thin mucous membrane which covers the inside of our eyelids, upper and lower eyelid, and the anterior white part of our eyeball. So conjunctiva does not cover the cornea, which is this, which I'm pointing at. Cornea is transparent membrane which is in front of our pupil, this black part, and iris, this brownish part. This part, which is cornea, is not covered by conjunctiva. So the major function of conjunctiva is producing mucus, which moistens and prevents our eyes from drying out. The next accessory structure of the eye we see is the lacrimal apparatus. Lacrimal apparatus includes lacrimal gland, which produces tear, lacrimal ducts, which drain tear produced by the lacrimal gland into our eye, and tear is further drained through the lacrimal canaliculus, which is this, into lacrimal sac, lacrimal ducts, and further into our nasal cavity. Normally, tear is absorbed in our nasal cavity. And the function of tear, which contains antibodies, lysosomes, mucus, is preventing infection because antibodies and lysosomes kill bacteria. So our tears prevent infection, moisten our eyes, and lubricate our eyes. So from here, you can conclude or you can understand why we need to clean our nose repeatedly when we cry. Because of excessive tear production, our nose cannot absorb all of the tear which is produced during crying. So because of that, we will need to clean our nose. Practically, we are cleaning the tear which comes into our nose. There are six extrinsic eye muscles which originate from a common point here in the back of our eye socket. and inserts into the surface of the eyeball. Let's start with the superior rectus muscle. The superior rectus muscle is this. As you can see here, it originates from this common point in the back of our eye socket and inserts to the superior surface of our eyeball. And what it does is it moves our eyes upwards and medial. The next muscle is the inferior rectus muscle, which is this inferior rectus muscle. It also originates from this same common point in the back of our eye socket and inserts to the inferior surface of our eyeball. What it does is it moves our eyeball downwards and medially. The next one is the lateral rectus muscle, which is this. It also starts from this common point in the back of our eye socket and inserts to the lateral surface of our eyeball. It causes the eye to move laterally. And the next one is the medial rectus muscle, which is this, and it is here. The medial rectus muscle is this. So it also starts from this common point and runs anterior and attached to the medial side of our eyeball. It moves our eye medially. The next muscle which we are going to address is superior oblique muscle, which is this, and it is shown better on this picture. This is the superior oblique muscle. It runs forward along the medial wall of our eye socket, passes through a fibrocartilaginous loop, which is known as trochlea, makes a right turn and attaches to the superior lateral surface of our eyeball. And the movement it causes is it rotates our eye downward and laterally. The other muscle which we are going to address here is the inferior oblique muscle. By the way, this is the inferior oblique muscle. It originates on the medial surface of our eye socket or eye orbit and runs laterally to attach on the lateral side of our eyeball. The movement it causes is it rotates the eye up and laterally. So the function of all these extrinsic muscles is to move our eyes as described above and to keep the spheric shape of our eyes balls. So these extrinsic muscles do have innervation, meaning they are supplied by cranial nerves. The lateral rectus muscle, which is this, is innervated by abducens nerve, which is the sixth cranial nerve. The superior oblique muscle, which is this or this one, is innervated by trochlear muscle, which is cranial nerve number 4, whereas the rest of them are innervated by oculomotor nerve, which is the cranial nerve number 3.